I'm Samantha Najera, and this is another episode of the Bean Chisme Show, where we celebrate all things comedy, culture, and community. Welcome to the show. We are live here in San Antonio, Texas at Credit Human down at the Pearl. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Introducing our first guest, Miss Roxane Piña from Credit Human. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sam. I'm honored to be here.
So Roxane is the administrative manager from the Financial Health Center Division of Credit Human. Congratulations on almost 40 years.
40, yes. This will be my 40th year with Credit Human.
What do you think the special sauce is for sticking with a company for 40 years?
Man, honestly, a lot of people say it's family, but this truly is. This is my work family. And we know that, right? At work, we're here more hours of the day than we are at home. I love the people that I work with. I love what I do. But the most important part of our job, of our roles, is that we truly give back to the community. We are a part of the community. Wherever our locations are, we get involved. Our members become like family. And we probably know more about them and what they do or don't do than their family does.
I hear that you get the real chisme inside the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've got husbands, wives, sisters, daughters, cousins, all with their own finances, right? And they all have individual accounts. They all got stuff going in and out. So you've heard it all.
All of it and more.
Tell me one of the juiciest stories of bankers that you have heard. Was it like a sunshine that came in and like wiped out a bank account?
Well, I will not share those stories to protect the innocent and the guilty, but but I will share a very memorable story with you. So one of the locations that I had the pleasure to work at in our medical center area, we had a member coming in one day, and he was a little bit scared, kind of looking over his shoulder. And we're like, Mr. Member, like, what's going on? What's going on? And he's looking around, and he's like, is my daughter here? Because family, right? Moms, dads, brothers, sisters, everybody has an account with Credit Human. We're like, no, we haven't seen her today. Like, what's going on? And we kind of noticed he had a little green tint to him. What? So we asked him, like, what's going on? What happened? Is everything okay? And he's like, well, we're not supposed to be watering the grass right now. We're like, yeah. And I'm trying to save some money because that's what y'all are teaching me, to save some money. Like, yes. So I love my yard. We're like, okay, where are we going with this? Well, he bought some spray paint to spray paint his grass green. What? So that he wouldn't water it, so that he could save money but still keep his beautiful lawn. Wow. And he was afraid that his daughter was going to come in and he would get in trouble. He came to us. He came to us for some help, had nothing to do with his account.
So he trusted you with the situation he was in?
Yes, nothing to do with his finances. He just, like, I trust y'all, I need some help, what should I do? So we made a couple of calls. And the solution was just some good old-fashioned soap and water. And so that's what he did.
And y'all washed him off?
No, girl, we didn't do that.
So how did you help him?
We told him, go home, go home.
Water.
We'll keep it on. We'll keep it quiet, hush, hush, if we see her. And so then every time he came in, we kind of called him Mr. Green Jeans because he had that little green tint. But
yeah, there's no wrath like the wrath of a Mexican daughter.
That is true.
Like we are on that.
That is true. He was not scared of the wife. He was scared of the mija.
And you guys were there. That is so awesome. And I think, we discussed this briefly, but you were with Credit Human before it was San Antonio Credit Union. What was it before San Antonio Credit Union again?
It was GECU.
What was that?
Government Employees Credit Union.
Dang. I want to know how many people in San Antonio remember that. If you remember that, hit a like. That's crazy. So you've seen the brand, the growth of all of the branches. Because, we are in a state-of-the-art 12-story building over at the Pearl, downtown San Antonio. This is one of the most incredible buildings, and it's eco-friendly as well. Like, you've seen from the branch on the south side where you started, right?
Yes.
And now you're at the corporate building that's brand new. Like, how does that feel?
It's amazing. It truly is. So, yes, I had the honor of working at the Southside branch for many years. I actually was a manager there. And as we started to transform to the Financial Health Center Division, we always kept in mind that we were doing that to be good stewards, not only of our members' money, but also of our community and our environment. And it was a challenge. It's tough, right? Going from the brick and mortar, the traditional teller line, to having our members on board with us and be partners in our new Financial Health Center model. But they trust us, back to that word, trust. They trust us that we're moving not only forward in as far as technology, but being very mindful of how we spend their money so that we can in turn provide better products and services for them to help them continue building their financial slack.
See, and so we use the word slack here at Credit Human.
We do.
Slack is another word for savings, but that's the cushion in your budget where you have money left over, or you can make investments with it, things like that. And so that's why, just a reminder of you guys here at Bean Chisme Show, we have a partnership with Credit Human to educate our Latino population on financial literacy. And one of the things that I grew up with, and still today, my abuela still hides the money underneath the mattress. And we don't trust, like, I find money in pockets and jackets.
Yes.
My dad is synonymous for that. So I appreciate that you guys take the time to go to a financial health center.
Yes.
They have these centers around town, and you can walk in and talk to somebody. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So we have 18 locations here in San Antonio. And really, we don't want to restrict you on how you save or tell you don't do this or don't do that. We're all about let's sit down together and let's look over your spending. And not only will we help you spend, but we can teach you how to save while you spend. We have several products that are money-free. You don't have to pay any service fees or charges. But we also have an amazing mobile app where you can buy gift cards for your restaurants or your vacations or places that you shop. You buy a gift card, save some money, and you can still do the shopping and spending that you want. It's your money. You work hard for it.
Yeah.
But we want to teach you just how to be a little bit more conscious in saving and, again, how to save money while you spend it.
I like that because you can't tell me no. But you can tell me not right now, or this is what it looks like.
Exactly.
You can buy your nails, your hair, because for me it's the lashes, the hair, like
all
I
of the
need
things.
my tacones, I need all my things. But it's like you can have all that, but you can have it in this order, just not right now. Okay, cool. So what other services, and just to remind our audience again, what other products does the Credit Human offer?
You will find our savings, checking, certificates, retirement accounts, everything that any other financial institution will offer. What makes Credit Human unique are the people that work for Credit Human. We are truly invested in our community. Every location has a special niche with the community. Like, for example, our Southside locations.
Okay.
So Southside location, we are big supporters of the Frontier Bowl. So that's kind of a, if you know, you know.
Okay, but tell the ones who don't know.
Yeah, so if you don't know, Frontier Bowl is the Harlandale Indians and the McCollum Cowboys.
Okay.
And so we participate in our community by wearing and sporting those colors and supporting the high school. Because, you know, San Antonio's all about what high school did you go to.
And where did you go to high school?
I went to St. Gerard.
Wow.
So I am
Private
a Southside
school.
Girl. Yes.
Mira.
Yeah.
I heard what they say about them private school girls.
Well, so that's going to be the After 8 show.
Bean Chisme after dark.
After
Stay
dark.
tuned.
But you know, in all sincerity, you know, yes. But I helped my mom clean houses after working her full-time job to pay for that tuition. So even kind of those things were building slack, and we didn't know it, right? And so being part of the community, like we get it. On Friday night when it's payday, we want to go to Bud Jones. We want to go to Don Pedro's, right?
That's when you know it was payday. It was Don Pedro's.
Huge.
For me, it was Shoney's.
See, there you go.
Like we were rolling in the dough. We got to go to Shoney's.
That's fancy,
or
right?
Luby's.
Luby's
was
fancy.
real fancy back then.
Yes.
Luby's is still fancy.
It is.
It's expensive for that fried fish, that white roll.
If you're a member of Credit Human, we'll show you how to save some money, build some slack to go to Luby's on Friday. Get the big fish, not the Luann. You can get the big fish, girl.
What? No more Luann. That's hilarious. No, but I love that because, you know, we all grew up, you know, all walks of life, but especially here in San Antonio, we were talking about when you used to have to go to your abuelita's cabinet.
Yes.
The pantry. I know how to say it in English.
Yes.
The pantry.
In between those paydays, you know, our grocery shopping was at my grandma's house. Because she had the good stuff, right? She had Tang, that instant breakfast juice. She had the little cookies with the little coconut on top. She had the frozen pizzas, like all the fun stuff that for us, we just couldn't do that at that time, you know, in our family. We didn't talk about money. That was taboo. And so we had to be resourceful, right?
Right.
Like I said, we helped my brother and I helped my mom clean offices after working her full-time job and after going to school and working our own part-time jobs. And it wasn't anything different for us. That was what we did to sustain the family.
That's so amazing how far you've come, and congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you.
And I was thinking also, when I grew up, going into a bank, it was very formal. Like you couldn't wear chanclas and your hair in a chongo all tirada. Like it felt so like, wow, am I allowed to be in here?
Yes.
And of course, my mom was like, cállate. Like you couldn't talk. Like don't even make a noise going into a bank.
Yeah.
And then of course, I like that you guys have like these digital telehealth, what am I trying to say? ATMs.
Our ATMs, yes. Interactive teller machines.
So, y'all, if you haven't tried one of these things out, let me tell you, it's just a computer screen, but somebody pops up digitally. The camera pops up. It's a real person. You just tap on the screen, talk to them, tell them what you need if you need to speak to a teller. But I remember when you had to roll through the drive-thru and get the big old tube. It was like this. It was like, and you had to wait like 30 seconds. And put it back up. And like, oh my gosh.
All the things.
We don't got to do that no more,
No,
girl.
you don't have to do that anymore.
Mira.
We're fancy now.
We're credit human.
That's it. And you can walk in. You can walk in with your chanclas. That's okay.
Yes. Now
because
you can.
we meet you where you are.
I love that.
Yes.
So, did you guys hear that? You can walk into any credit human in San Antonio, anywhere really, with your chanclas.
Chanclas, chongo, the whole bit.
You can do it all. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to say to our audience about credit human and your tenure, your story? Girl, I bet you got stories for days.
Yeah, that's after 8 o'clock too. But but no, we truly are invested in our community, and we are very mindful of our products and services. We don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. And we are very proud to be such a staple in San Antonio and just continue growing. And we invite our membership in. If you're not a member, we invite you in and come see what the difference is and come see what all the talk's about.
So check out this view, by the way, really quickly. This is incredible. If you guys can't see this at home, we'll definitely send you some photos or something. But look, we're at downtown San Antonio. You can see the entire skyline right here behind me, the Alamo Dome, and then we've got the Pearl right next to us. So this is incredible. And thank you guys so much at Credit Human for allowing a chismosa like me to be in the building they haven't kicked me out yet, you guys. They haven't kicked me out yet. No. But no, congratulations again on 40 years. I'm going to say
Sam.
40, girl. I'm going to say almost 40. 40 years.
Don't ask me how old I am.
I'm not.
Figure it out. Do the math.
You still sexy, girl. You still sexy.
Hey, I'm old enough to know better, but young enough to do it anyway.
Me? Oh, okay. I'm going to quote that in the Credit Human handbook.
Go ahead.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Roxane.
You're welcome.
You guys check out Credit Human. We have a link in the comments. If you guys are interested in possibly opening up a check, or you just want to talk to somebody about your finances, I promise you they're not going to tell your secrets because they already know some of mine. And girl, it's okay. They already know what I spend my money on. And they're also helping me at the same time. Non-judgmental.
That's right.
Awesome.